Everything? Okay, perfect. So in today's class, we'll be learning Express.js. Why do we use Express? What is Express? Okay, Express.js. First of all, it is fast, unopinionated, minimalistic web frame for Node.js. Okay. So why we are moving to Express? Why are we gonna create server using Express? Why not HTTP? In the before class, in the previous class, what we have seen is, let me just close down everything, and we will go into Agastya's development node. Okay, open this, and I'm going to teach you a little advance of HTTP also, and then why not HTTP and why Express. So over here, we just wrote a very simple code. I'm requiring my HTTPS. Then if I have to render, or if I have to put my index.html, simply what I wrote is, first I just wrote fs read file synchronously. Read which file? Index.html, which is seen here, putting into a const variable HTML, and then I'm just telling my server, whenever I call you, just respond me and put this particular file over here. What does this function do? Rest end.
It like stops the page from loading.
Yes, it just tells the page that that's all for today. Okay, you don't have to move further. Over here, simply one or two things I'll be adding. I don't want to write, okay, I don't want to write if it is also have to write node mon, okay, app.js. I don't want to write this also. Boom, you can see over here it is working in the app.js over here. It has got connected, but I don't want to write that also. So simply what I'll do is I'll go to my JSON package.json, and over here in under debug inside the scripts, I'll write dev. Basically, this is what I'll be using throughout my development. I'll be using nodemon, and my file name is app.js. Also, I'll be writing one more thing, which is start. What is this? Node app.js. So all of these files will be going to a particular server, right? This is the local server which I'm creating over here.
Yeah.
But all of this will be going to, suppose it goes to Heroku, so that it becomes an HTTP and the world can access my website. That time, how will my computer or how will the server know which file to run? It will simply come to package.json and search for this keyword under scripts. If start is present, it will simply run this line and my website will be on. It's that simple.
Okay.
But one more problem over here, but will my Heroku run at 3000? Will it run at 3000? There will be so many thousands, lakhs of people who want to run, who want to port their website at 3000. And one particular server cannot have two websites running at 3000. So what do we do that time? So simply, we'll write down one thing. We'll write down process.env.port or 3000. So using this particular line, now my Heroku can put down its own port which is available. If that is not available, where now where we are using that is not available, so we'll be using 3000, and this is just a OR function. This is just an OR function. How we have AND function, this is OR function. So if this is available, run this, else run this. Okay. Now over here, one more thing which I want to teach you is we have a lot of ways to get a lot of things from the server. Okay, from the server, one of the first thing which we can get is what is the link we are working with. I can just simply request my server to send the query. Let me just do one thing. Let me just console it CLG instead of first. I'll just copy this and drag it inside here. It is always recommended to use a semicolon. It is not that JavaScript will throw you error, but it will be easy if you are moving to Java and C++ or anything other than that. Now simply over here, okay, I'll come down over here and open localhost 2000. Ooh, got connected. And over here we see undefined something. Basically, over here I am getting my link, but it is not able to read it. Why so? It is because my whatever data my server gives, it will be present in other format. In other format, as in it will be present in JSON, which my HTTP can't read. Okay. So we'll do one thing. We'll quickly search over here HTTP server. Okay, server or different web pages. Different types of web pages, how to create web server in Node.js. Okay, using HTTP modules. Yes, this is what I want. Okay, so this is the very basic way of doing it. I want to create different web pages. Okay, one thing I just saw somewhere. Yes. Okay, so over here, okay, also you can write it like this. Okay, so remember over there we I think wrote something like, okay, we didn't write it anything. So you can simply write down const anything, any variable I can put like server equals to this, and simply you can bring down this here and server dot listen. Okay. Then I want to actually show you one thing which I'm not getting here. Set headers now. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? If request, you should have it somewhere here. Yes. Okay. So you can actually instead of searching query, search URL. Okay. And then the local host, refresh it. Wait. Yes. So over here, you are getting the URL, but what is this favicon icon? Okay, just ignore this one for now. But over here, you are able to get slash. Slash means nothing but you are in your home directory. Okay.
Okay.
So you can now do one thing. You can simply now write down if. Okay, you can write down if conditions. If my rest or my requested URL is equal to home directory, run this. If a requested URL is equal to slash contact, suppose you are having another page in your website which is contact page, I'll just write down res.write or res dot write what res dot write contact contact page here. And obviously whenever it is running, that should end also. So ending it here. Now I'll go to my web page, refresh it. Boom, it is giving, okay, there's some kind of error, throw error. Mm, crashed, unhandled error. Okay, there is some unhandled error here.
For me, it's working.
Mm-hmm. Mm, what did I make the mistake? Okay, let me
Um,
see it again. Am I running at 3000? Yeah, it's running 3000 only. Process.env. Okay, that's running. Just check once. Okay, just press contact,
for me, it's working.
and you will be in the contact page. Okay, just check once if that is also working or not.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the mistake what I made here is nothing. I can't find anything, any mistake. What is the mistake? Is there any difference between our code? No, right? Or is there any difference? Okay. Also, it's okay. It's totally okay. Else, if this doesn't work, else I'll say request URL. Else, or you can just put down anything like over here. If that is not working, press end it. No. Okay. Or simply write down 400. 400. Okay, 404 each. Not found. Contact page here. Yes, I'm getting the contact page, and it is ending also. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me put the end here so that it keeps on loading. Okay. Contact page here, and also 404 is working. So basically, I have gone into the contact, and then after coming out, it is printing this also out. Yes. So simply, I'll just write down else. Else do what? What else do this? Why this is the error here? Else. Uh, if
If I think you have to do if, else if, and then else.
no, that is not the problem. Else, okay, declaration or statement expected. Hmm. With this, no. Weird.
Okay, for me, it's working.
For me, only everything is there. I think there is some problem. Else is working for you. Why simple else is not working?
I did res dot end in all of the
Yeah,
statements.
yeah. I think that is the last thing.
Oh, it's because you put a semicolon instead of a bracket on the else if.
And the else is. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't notice that. Okay. Now, page contact. Okay, let me open this. Who connected, and then I go to the contact page. Contact page.
It's loading.
Yeah, it's loading because because I have not ended it. Let me end it everywhere. Now in the contact, in this page, woohoo, in the contact page, contact page here, and if I by mistakenly put something which is not there, like S 404 page not found. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is how we create multiple pages. See, a lot of if else are there, and then if my algorithm increases, that will look so dirty. That's why we will be using Express.
Okay.
So let me just close this and create a folder called as Express. And this time, quickly we'll create everything. Okay. There is one more thing. We were using NPM, right? So as a part of
Yeah.
assignment, just see through what is yarn. Okay. And in the next class, I'll ask you what is yarn. So over
Okay.
here, yarn. Okay. So similar to NPM, there's something called as yarn. Just check what is yarn, and the next class I'll ask you about it. Over here, what I'll do is I'll create a folder. I'll just name it like hmm, source. Okay. Inside the source folder, I'll create my server.js, right? You can name it anything, but this is the naming convention most of the developers are using. So we'll use the same. We'll run the terminal, and the terminal is in the root directory. Root directory as in this express folder. Over here, I'll just npm init. After that, simply by putting -y, I'll be saying for all the options, just say yes or just press enter. And there you go. I didn't have to press enter so many times. After that, I'll be installing Express here. npm, I can write install or I can simply write I express. Okay. Over here now we can see our package.json, and inside that we have an express. Express also, this express module also has some depending modules which we can find it here. Okay, a lot of them. We won't be seeing all of this. Also, one more homework is to create a GitHub account if it is not there.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay, perfect. So over here something, okay, we will be creating a server using Express. So let's require Express. Once we require an Express, to use Express, Express comes as a function. Express comes as a function, and what we'll simply do is we'll write const app equals to express function. I could have simply done what? I could have simply put a function here. Okay, instead of doing that, what I'm doing now is with this, I'm putting a function and requiring it as an app. All these naming conventions are not defined anywhere. These are used by most of the developers, hence we are also using the same. By writing these two lines, my server is on, and over here I'll just simply write down app.listen. Listen to what? Which port? Okay, I'll simply write down port over here, comma. This is the callback function, and if it is working, simply I'm using backtick connected to port, and over here I'll be using an full emoji. Now, what is this port? What is this port written everywhere? Let me define this port here. Const port equals to process.env.port. Okay, over here we'll be using 5000.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's done. And now let's see if it is working or not. So simply, okay, we'll go to our Express. I mean the package.json where our metadata. This is called as a metadata for the project, wherein you can see everything about the project, dependencies, what is the license, author, who is the author. So you can simply write down my name, okay, and nothing else. Over here you can ignore all of these versions, Express, and everything. Dependencies, you have installed Express, but inside the script I'll be simply writing two things. For development I'll be using nodemon, and if you remember, we installed nodemon globally. When I install something globally, I don't have to install it again in the project.
Okay.
So over here I'll simply write down nodemon, after that nodemon, and this particular server file which I want to run, it is inside the source. Okay. So I'll just write source slash server.js. Then next line, which will be start node source slash server.js. With that, now I can come over here and simply write down npm run. I can run test, dev, or start. I will just start my dev. npm run dev, and with that, boom, it is working. Let me just quickly write localhost 5000, and it says cannot get. Okay. It gives not an error, but it says it cannot get slash. Slash is nothing but the home directory. Basically, we don't have anything here. Just treated as server. But simply over here, okay, we can have two things. We can have two methods. Okay, we can get something from the server, or we can put something to the server, right?
Yeah.
So I want to, if I am getting something from the server, I can put it in my website. Okay, if I'm getting something from a server, I can put that into website. But if I'm giving to the server, I cannot put it in the website. So let me write app, which is this dot get. And if you have not understood my previous two lines, ignore it. App dot get, over here it requires what is the after this local host, what do you want to put? Do you want to put slash contact, or what? This is the routing. Okay, so over here I want to go to the home routing or home directory. You can put a slash or avoid it. If you don't put anything, it is the same thing. And this particular line is as same as asynchronous. So it is not asynchronously working, but it takes a callback, and it has two things. Okay, first thing is whenever you're creating a server, it can request a server and then take a response from the server. Over here, we will simply write down res.render, and render what? For now, okay, instead of using render, I will just write send. Instead of send, okay, we saw end when we were working with HTTP. Over here, we'll write down send. Hello, I am from home page. Simple. Semicolon not required, but use it. Boom, and we can see hello from home page here. Okay. Similarly, now we don't have to use if and all. Simply we can write app.get. Suppose we have another page called as contact. We request, we take response, we move forward, res.send. Hey, I am contact page here. And simply, once a person moves to contact, he will see, hey, I am a contact page. Okay, is that easy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, this is the only thing we won't be using HTTP servers. We'll be using Express instead of that. So over here, how to send a HTTP file? I'm sorry, an HTML file. So simply we'll create a folder and we'll just name it nothing but public. Okay, we are naming it public. Inside public, what is this public? This public name is very important. For now, it is not. I'll teach you later why this is important, but have a practice of writing public source. Okay, instead of source, you can write anything, but public is important. Inside public, I'll just create one file. It can be anything. Okay. Home page.html. This is where my whole HTML will be. And simply over here, I will put a boiler template. Say Node.js classes. V1 H1. I can have some styling to it. Anything. So over here, I'll just put hi. This is me here. And with the emoji. Boom. Now I want to send this file. Basically, I want to render this file. So what I'll do is I'll just simply, instead of send, I'll just write render. And where is that file available? Okay. Over here, I'll use directory name, and inside directory, okay, I have to move outside, so two dots slash inside the public, okay, inside the public slash home page.html. Instead of doing all this, I don't know where I'm moving, and it can be complex sometimes. What I'll do is, instead of this, I'll be using a mod we will call as path. Require path. That works perfect. Over here, what I'll do is, how can I use path? Before using, I'll just write down const static location equals to path dot join. Okay, path has a function. Path has a function called as join. Using join, I can simply join two things. I want to join directory name, comma. Okay, and I want to print it also so that I can see everything what is happening. Static lock location, and I can see it is inside source. Okay, it is inside source. Express source. I want to come out of it, so two dot slash outside. Now I want to go inside public, so public, then home page.html. Okay, so that is done. Now I can just simply copy this location, put it inside. Now if I come down over here and refresh, oh, it gives a lot of error. The error first of all says it cannot find a module HTML. So let me just remove .html. Okay. So it throws another error. It says no default engine was specified and no extension was provided. Basically, okay, why this line has come? Let me just let me just copy that line. Uh, Control C, put here. So whenever I'm using a template, I'll tell you what is a template. For now, whenever I'm using a template, remember then only we can use render. Otherwise, we have to use send file. Okay, send file, and if I no such, I think directory has gone wrong. Inside this express dot html. Yeah, boom. Okay, so over here I can find this is my HTML page rendered. Okay, so over here I have not used any template, so I couldn't render it. I'm just sending a file. Now, what is the disadvantage and okay, and why do we
Oh,
need?
mine's not working.
Okay,
Oh, no, no, it's working.
okay, perfect. Okay, now over here, why do we need to use template, and why do we use render? Now, what I'll do is in this home public itself, what I'll do is I'll create another file and I'll just name it style.css. So this is where my styling will be. I'll just connect, I'll just link my CSS also, that is also style. And inside the style, h1 tag, I want to put it in color aqua. Will this work? No, it doesn't get connected. It should be working fine. There is no error. But because in the server we are sending a file, okay, it is not able to connect. It is going only what is going only this static location or this home page HTML is going to the server. The whole thing is not going. Okay, it is trying to connect. It is trying to link, but there is no CSS file at the server. That's why we'll be using rendering or we'll be using template. Okay. So there are many templates out there. We have something called EGS, HBS, and many more. I think for now, one thing I'm teaching you very quickly, you need to practice all of these also. Okay, let me actually stop here and give you some homework. Because if I teach you everything, one thing can happen that you can feel a lot of burden, and next thing is it might go out of head also. So I'll give you a work. Now you have to do one thing. You need to create amazing home page, obviously using HTML. But one thing I can do is I can use inner HTML. I'm sorry, inline or internal CSS. So I can simply write down style here, h1 color aqua, and boom, that works. So you can use CSS, but in a very limited manner. Okay, you cannot use external CSS. External CSS not allowed. Okay. So over here, I need you to create a home page, contact us page that should be looking amazing, and also project, a page named as projects. These three things should be there, and it should be having amazing colors, everything, because you have 5 days. Explore. Okay, explode. You can take help of Bootstrap. Okay, just type on Bootstrap home page template and free responsive Bootstrap templates are there, a lot of them. So you can just look into all of these. Try to build on your own. If not, you can take help.
So, like, what should I do on the home page? Like, what should it have?
Yeah,
Like, what should the home page have?
the whole page should have the whole page. Just make it basic. Okay, homepage. Just think of any topic. As in, have you thought of making any websites for yourself anytime? Like a project which will be having your own projects, anything?
No, not really.
That's good. So now just sit down and think what website can I create? Okay. And accordingly theme it, use normal CSS, everything.
Okay.
Okay. And use a node and put it out outside. Okay. Basically, if you want to create more routes, you can simply, you know how to do it, right?
Yeah.
Do that.
Okay.
With that, I think we are good to go. And any doubts you have?
No, I'm good.
Okay. How was the class? The pace, everything was okay.
Yeah.
And I think this is the first proper video which is going to the online to the YouTube. So I hope this